Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl Mary Jane. Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. I would like to say thank you to everybody that likes, comments, subscribes, and share my videos. I really do appreciate it. Just wanted to say thank you. So let's talk Black Ink Crew. Season 3, Episode 5. Work is work, but you can't twerk. So let's start off. So we start off with, it seems like next episode is really going to be lit. So we start off with, Four, he's up, Four and his girlfriend Nikki or whatever. Four has a dozen roses all over the place, all different colors, and Nikki's upset when she sees the roses because she's upset because he sent the roses to Kat. So she's yelling at him. She's upset, and he was like, "Yo, I'll send you 1,000 roses. I'll send you 10,000. It ain't nothing." And all that good stuff. And she was like, well, okay. He goes, it ain't nothing. So I guess at this moment, Nikki is forgiven for sending, Cat roses and all that stuff. So I guess they're going to make up. Four says he's never going to send another roses to another woman, only if it's Nikki. So they make up. So, but I think, Four and Nikki need to go to some counseling. Nikki can be very upset. She beat his tail with them flowers. That's why you need counseling, because anytime that you just feel like you can just go ham automatically, maybe you just need some musha woo, something, some zen. So, Ryan and Van, they make up. They're back to being boys. They're back to being friends. They give each other daps. They're just happy everything is back together, and Van feels like, I had to show Ryan. I gave him some of them punches, Ryan was like, yo, I came in all hurt. I can't really move. I tried to punch you back, but it was just, them punches were way too hard for me to deal with. So, they are happy to be on the same page. And then they said, so is Danielle going to get her job back? Because we need a receptionist. Somebody needs to answer the phone in this bitch. And so, Danielle instantly said, let's just leave the past in the past. And she apologized to Ryan. And so Ryan said, okay, then, we're all back. They're all good. They're a crew again. Cobra's welcome. Junior's welcome. Danielle's welcome. Don is welcome. Everything is good. They're happy. So that's good that they're not beefing anymore, and they can move on. They can move forward with everything. And so Ryan meets up with Lily, and she's potentially can be a new artist in a tattoo shop, and he meets her at an Obama event where they're going to be displaying all different arts and pictures and paintings of Obama in some type of art gallery. He meets her there. He likes her, and so Ryan wants to do this the right way. He has a meeting with the whole crew at 9 Mag and let them know that there's an employee that he wants to hire, but he wants to make sure that she gets there okay, because he doesn't want any more drama. He doesn't want you guys to be acting up and wilding out. And he doesn't want Van to, act up and wild out. So I guess now they're back as doing it as a team. And so it's really good that, Ryan does it this way, because if not, they're going to chase out any new people that they don't like, or it's going to be a problem. So I guess you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So hopefully everything works out with that situation. And so they're going to end up meeting Lily soon. And so Lily, she comes to the shop. Everyone thinks she's pretty. She looks good. And she's going to be doing she's going to be tatting her cousin. And then Don asks her if she can drink Hennessy, and she said yes, I can drink Hennessy. So she gets a shot of Hennessy, and then the guys fight over which one is going to carry the stuff from her car, because she needs help carrying her table, carrying all her luggage so she can perform this tattoo. And everyone is just like so jumping over themselves. And Cobra says that all these guys are falling over their dicks, they're tripping over their dicks just to help her. And she goes, and Cobra was like, I didn't get a welcome like this. And so they do a flashback and they show Cobra getting her welcome, and Don just picked his shit up and walk away. Don is so petty. No, it's Van is so petty. Van is so petty. Like, they show, Ryan welcoming Cobra, and then, Van grabs his Pepsi or his cup, and he goes in the back, and she was like, oh, okay. And so Cobra was like, I didn't get a welcome like this. And so Cobra tells her that she's pretty as well. And so now the guys are fighting to who's the strongest and all this other stuff. Everybody's watching them fighting over her basically trying to help her. Junior's feeling her. Junior feels like she's pretty, she's Mexican, and all that good stuff. And so she's in the room getting ready to tattoo. And so Don was like, oh, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you. Junior's trying to come in and help, and Junior was like, you know what, let's just move this couch thing out and then put a new one in for her, she's a lady, and all this other stuff. And so Junior's trying to move Ryan, and I'm trying to move Van, and he's not able to move Van, and he's trying to grab him and push him up. And Van's just laughing. The Van gets up, and so then Junior was like, okay, I got it. And so Junior gets the other table. He's carrying it all high up like he's macho. He's the man. He's doing it for her. And so then Van pushes him. His fingers get stuck in the chair. Junior was like, oh, my fingers. And Van's like, how's your fingers feeling? And then, Lily, she's all laughing. It's funny because like they're all joking around and having fun. And so one of the girls say, if Van's girlfriend finds out that he's trying to mess around with somebody in the shot, she's going to cut his Johnson off. I was like, oh, God. You ladies are dangerous. You ladies is dangerous. Don't do nothing wrong with these ladies. So they finally get the chair in there. She tattoo up her aunt. The tattoo looks amazing, looks beautiful. I like the shading, I like everything. It looks nice. It almost looks like a live tattoo, whatever, like a photograph. And so everyone gives her the okay. And so she also tells her story that she lost her father, and Cobra lost her father. A bunch of people lost their fathers. Like, it seems like on this show, a lot of people face death. A lot of people keep losing people over and over and over. So it's so sad to hear about the mourning that a lot of these employees are going through. And so she tells a story that her father got kidnapped by the Mexican cartel and was held for ransom. I guess it didn't get paid, and he was murdered. Which, I'm sorry for your loss, Lily. And Ryan, I'm sorry for your loss too as well. And Cobra, I'm sorry for your loss too as well. And that's all I can remember right now. And so, Don says welcome to 9 Meg, gives her a shot of Hennessy, gives her a hug, so she's welcome in the family. Everything's all good. And so we get to, Van. We get to Don and 4. They're chilling at the crib. Ashley's about to go out to celebrate ladies' night. It's going to be like a little bachelorette party, but she don't know until she gets on the party bus. And so there's a stripper that comes on. He's dancing. He's shaking his Johnson. He's shaking his body. He's doing everything he can to get that dollar bill, y'all. So, I guess they send it to Snapchat. And so 4, he sees it. He shows Don. Don's upset. Don's waiting up for his wife to get home because he's upset. He's furious and he's mad at Ashley. And Ashley comes in the house, act like everything's all good. Don tells her that he is not feeling this bullshit. He's upset. He's mad. And she was like, well, you did it. You cheated on me plenty of times. You did all this stuff to me. He was like, yo, I thought when we got married, we left the past in the past and we're moving forward. So why are you tripping? If you're going to keep bringing up this shit into, to the end of time. So you're going to always hold this shit against me. Then, just because I did something wrong, I mean, you can do something wrong too. Just because I used to do it. Now you're doing it. I don't supposed to say anything. And so Ashley was like, I don't really go out. I don't go out much. I don't do much. This is the first time I went out. I didn't even know that they was going to have a stripper there or anything like that. So why are you getting mad at me? And you cheated on me. You cheated on me for days, for years. So it's like one of them stories. But it only thing I can say is on Danielle part, on Ashley part is wrong, is when you're trying to put your husband and church and you want him to get saved and you're showing him a different life. And last episode you kind of messed up Ashley by yelling at him about his shirt being off. I don't know if it was just for the cameras, but if you're really trying to live this Holy Ghost sanctified full of the Lord life, you should have exited the bus or say, hey, stripper guy, you sit down, you're gonna get paid to do nothing. Or something, or call your husband up right away and say, hey, there's a stripper here. I just wanted to let you know, just out of respect, because you want to start a new beginning with your husband, because that's why, you had him go to church and go to the altar. So it seems like you would do more on your part, even though you had nothing to do with this male stripper being on the bus and not knowing. You should have dead and say, hey, I got the Holy Ghost and I'm sanctified and I can't do this. Pull over, call an Uber, call Don. He would have came and got you with the baby, because that's your husband. So anyways, Don, you could have cut her a little bit of slack, because I remember on your bachelorette party, I believe you probably fucked 2 bitches. I don't mean to call them bitches, but you probably fucked you probably had sex with 2 paid girls, and yeah, and the dancers were paid, and you almost didn't get married, and you was just like whiling like you didn't even have a wife with women that were really, probably really needed the cash and the cheddar because they're in a foreign country, and it was in this, and you guys were like a come up or whatever. So you could have been more lenient and understood. Say, you know what, wifey, I messed up, and so now you got your time in with a stripper. So let's not do that anymore. Anything that anybody else plans or something like that, please let me know, and I'll let you know, and we'll instantly remove ourselves from any negative situation that could cause one of us to be jealous or could tempt one of us to, cheat on one another. So it could have went a lot of different ways. They didn't have to argue and fight over the situation. They argue and fight too much. And then Don was like, I'm out, peace. I don't know where Don went. But I don't know how long they're going to last with their tumultuous relationship. So, and his brother's in like a tumultuous relationship. They got straight bodyguards. They got straight cops. They're dating straight, wrestlers. They're dating females that are not taking nothing. But I don't know, because Ashley got cheated on how many times and she took him back? And didn't, Nikki get 4 while he was dating Kat? You tell me. You let me know what's up. So then after that, so then Charmaine, she goes back to try to get her job back and sees Johnny or whatever. Johnny was like, what are you doing here? How did you get past the guards? He was like, you're nothing but a failure. You fell and fell and fell, been a disappointment after disappointment. He was like, yo, don't come back here. I don't want to talk to you. It's done. It's over. I thought I told you that last time. You embarrassed me and all this other stuff. I could have lost millions of dollars because of you. We're not doing this again. And she was like, no, I'm going to come back. It's not over. He was like, that would be trespassing. That would be stalking. Next time you come up here, you'll be leaving in here in handcuffs. It's like Johnny is not playing. If Charmaine actually gets her job back, I would be shocked and surprised. So that situation is over. Then we get who else do we what is his name? So then Charmaine, she's so depressed, she's sad, she's, because she lost her job. And it's a pretty decent job, because a lot of people will want that type of spot, because that's a good spot to be on, VH1, Black Ink, Chicago, and then being on the radio there. You could really build an audience for yourself and have it grow even larger and do a lot of promotions. So she's depressed about it because she realized that, she made a mistake. So she's at home, she's eating cereal's all down her shirt. And so, Danielle comes over, Cobra comes over. They come with a bottle of Hennessy. So I'm talking about them are some girlfriends, and they come with a cake that says, sorry, you got fired. And Charmaine, you see the shots, they pull like this much of a shot for their glasses. I was like, oh, these ladies can drink. Whoa. Them shots were, that wasn't shots, that was just straight glasses full of Henny. And so Charmaine was like, I'm ready to turn up. Danielle was like, you should be ready to turn down. So they're all chilling. Then Charmaine, she mentions that, hey, even though I was a little hazy, I'm not sure what was going on or whatever, but I'm pretty sure, Kat was in the bathroom with Ryan. The shower was going on. I think they could have been kissing, messing around, doing something. And so, Danielle was like, I don't want no part in it. I don't want to talk about it. When the producer asked Danielle about it, she was like, I'm not talking about this. I'm not giving this any life or energy. And, Cobra was like, wow, that'd be crazy, because if this gets out, that'll mess up families because of Rachel. So they're just really trying to not talk about it. But we see in the preview, Danielle says that this ain't the first time. And like I always seen that chemistry between Ryan and Kat, but I wasn't sure. I always thought they had sex. I always thought that like he was really mad at her leaving, not because of family, because that was his punani. So we'll see what happens with that situation, because next episode seems like Van's going to be fighting too. And so we get to Junior. He takes Lily out on a date, and she says she wants a shot of she wants Johnny Coke and Johnny Walker Black, Johnny with Coke. And then Junior was like, okay, sounds like a plan to me. So he was like, well, let's get 2 shots of Johnny Black, Johnny Walker Black, and let's get 2 glasses of Johnny and Coke. So they're gonna get 2 get a shot apiece and then a glass full of Johnny Walker Black. That's like paying for VIP +1, because Johnny Walker Black is very expensive in a club. So I don't know. So basically, Lily was like, I'm so happy, you're such a nice guy and all this other stuff, you're a good guy. Yeah, he's paying top dollar from some of that. He's paying top dollar for drinks. He's not buying no cheap drinks. You can't water down Johnny Walker Black. If you water down Johnny Walker Black, you're gonna have to get that glass thrown at you. We have to do a VH1 reality show. So they're drinking adult grown folks drink that Johnny Walker Black. I wonder if these guys had Johnny Walker Blue and Johnny Walker White, and they have Johnny Walker Green. So anyways, everything is crazy, and they're dancing, they're having a good time, they're feeling each other. And it seems like, it's a date now, because, Junior says, I'm nervous on my first date. They seem to be getting along, and Lily's liking Junior, but you never sleep where you never eat where you shit. Never mix business with pleasure. And Junior should kind of know that from the things that are going on. But Junior needs love too. He's been trying to get hooked up. He's been trying to get some love. So we'll see what happens. And so they throw a party for Lily, and also because everybody at NYMEG is getting along, everything's going well. Lily is killing it. She's drinking. I don't know if she's drinking because she's nervous, because the cameras are on her, and she's just going, and she's still in the process of losing her father, where it's still very fresh to her. So I think maybe she's still in the mourning process. Sometimes the stages of grief take a long time for different people, and she could just be at that stage just trying to numb herself with alcohol. But anyway, so she's getting lit at her new job, and she's getting really tore up and drinking. Her and Junior having a good time, and then Junior goes, he kiss on the cheek, take a picture with his clients and people that he know, and being friendly, keep the money coming in. And she believes and so Lily's getting jealous, she's getting upset, she's getting mad that he's taking pictures. She's like, get away from me, I hate you, stay away from me, you was over there sucking that girl's titties and all this other stuff. And then Ryan jumps in. Ryan was like, yo, I don't want no drama in this shop. What's going on? You dating her? If you're not dating her, she's not your girl. Don't act like you want to fuck her. If you're not fucking her, you need to stop that. And so Ryan was like, well, maybe I need to put up a sign that says no employees cannot have sex with each other. Well, then Ryan, you need to be the first one to sign your name under that employee rule. So with that, so Junior's chasing her all around. She's not hearing it. Then she starts to throw up in a cup. And then after she throws up in a cup, she goes outside and throw up, and Junior's helping her. And then why did the cameras put it on the vomit? Why did they have to show us the vomit? Nobody wanted to see that vomit. So Lily is out. Peace, deuces. She's gone. And Ryan don't know what to, not Ryan, but Junior doesn't know what to do. He just feels bad, and he just doesn't know what he did to her, and he doesn't know if it's because she's drunk. Well, she's really drunk, and if she's really drunk like that and she's acting, if she's a jealous drunk, that's one thing. But if you're not a fun drunk or whatever, it could actually be barbaric to be around a person that is negative and that make up things in their head and see negative things in their head when they're drinking. But Johnny Walker is really like a blackout drink, so a lot of people can black out on Johnny Walker Black. So anyways, deuces. Tell me what you think about the episode. Tell me what you think about the makeup, everybody making up and getting along. Tell me what you think about Ryan and Kat. Do you think they actually did it or have been doing it? And tell me what you think about Don and Ashley and them getting upset with a stripper going on. Do you think it was worth getting mad over or not? And also, what do you think about Lily and her tattoo? Do you think she's gonna last in NYMEG? So let me know what you think. Peace.